Hey class, it's Siobhan Ferguson, Bio 225 for microbiology. This is week 6, the environmental influences on microbial growth lab. So I'm doing exercise 2, which is the salt tolerance and pH testing. So I've cleaned my workstation already with 10% bleach. I have my disposable container with bleach in it. I have 2 pipettes in alcohol right here. I have my lighter, my candle, my HCl and NaOH. I have my 6 nutrient broths, and I have labeled them from S-Epi pH 5 and S. cerevisiae pH 5. So from 5, 7, and 9. And I have my S. epidermidis nutrient broth and S. cerevisiae nutrient broth. That's been sitting for weeks. So for this exercise, what I'm going to first do is light my candle. So for the pH 5 for the S. cerevisiae and S. epidermidis, we're going to add the hydrochloric acid to the HCl, 1 drop of this into each tube. So first I'm going to remove the lid from my S. epidermidis nutrient broth and pass this through the fire to sterilize. Let me bring it closer so you guys can see me sterilize it. Set this down. I'm going to cut the tip off this at a 45-degree angle. And I'm going to pipette 1 drop. So I'm going to pass this back through the fire. And put the cap back on it. And then I'm going to do the same thing for the S. cerevisiae, pH of 5. Remove the cap, pass it through the fire, and pipette 1 drop. So we'll pass it through the fire again, and put the lid back on. I will dispose of my hydrochloric acid in a paper towel and put it in a trash can, but for now I'm going to set it on the side of my sink. Now I will use the sodium hydroxide, so NaOH, for the pH of 9. pH 7 is balanced, so we know 0 through 14 is the pH scale and 7 is neutral. So I'm going to take my pH 9 of the S. epidermidis, remove the lid, pass it through the fire to sterilize, put the tip off of my NaOH, and pipette 1 drop. Pass it through the fire again, and replace the lid. Same thing for my S. cerevisiae. Remove the lid, pass the lid through the fire to sterilize it, put 1 drop, pass this back through the fire, and replace the lid. So I'm gonna set these to the side until I'm completely done. And then I'm going to take my S. epidermidis and S. cerevisiae active cultures and pipette 2 drops into each. Page 5, 7, and 9 of the S. epidermidis and the S. cerevisiae. into each one. So I'm gonna start with the S. cerevisiae. I'm gonna take the lid off my nutrient broth that's been sitting for a few weeks. Pass this through the fire. So I'm gonna start with the 5 of the S. cerevisiae. Remove my lid. Pass this through the fire. Take my pipette out of my alcohol cup. Shake this so it dries. Take some of my active culture broth. And 2 drops. Pass this back to the fire. And replace the cap. So for the 7, remove the cap. Fire. Two drops. Fire again. Replace the lid. And last one, the 9. Remove the lid. Fire to sterilize. Two drops. Pass through the fire again. And replace the cap. I'll place that in my bleach container. Pass my active culture through the lid fire. Replace the cap on that one as well. And place this back into my incubation area for future experiments. So all my S. cerevisiae are done. So now I will take my S. epidermidis active culture nutrient broth. Pass this one through the fire. Put this aside. Take my pH of 5 S. epidermidis. Pass it through the fire. Take my pipette out my alcohol. Two drops. Pass it through the fire. And replace the cap. Here's the 7. Remove the lid. Fire. Two drops. 1, 2. I'll do the same thing for my pH of 9 S. epidermidis. Pass through the fire. My pipette. 2 drops. Pass this through the fire. Replace the lid. And I'll take my nutrient broth, pass it through the fire. My active culture, fire, and replace the cap as well. Extinguish my fire. I will take my newly 6 salt tolerance tests and set them into my incubation area for 24 hours and observe them for growth. If there's no growth within 24 hours, then I will leave them in for an additional 24 hours and come back and observe them. Thank you.